King Edward VI College, centre number 20570, Unit 4 performance of The Metamorphosis. My name is Jessica Cliff, my candidate number is 6199 and I play the mother, Julie.
My name is Sarah Horton, my candidate number is 6455 and I play Gwen.
My name is Kieran Bolton, my candidate number is 6123 and I play the other Gwen.
My name is Tamara Patterson, my candidate number is 6739 and I play Greta.
My name is Nathan Beardsmore, candidate number 6085 and I play the character of the dad, Arthur.
My name is Edward Rigby, my candidate number is 6809 and I play the manager and the lodger.
Gas and electric, everything is just going up and wages are going up. Tackling excessive fees paid on pensions.
One night, when Santa awoke from the night of an easy dream, to find herself transformed.
When they saw what I had become, they also changed.
Where are they now? 6 months of begging to be noticed by them again, to be saved, salvaged even.
You were right. You were always right. No redemption, no salvation, only darkness.
Is your father not down yet? Arthur!
Right on time.
Julie, come and see.
What is it?
Gwen's shoes.
What about them?
They're still here.
But I don't understand, they can't be.
Well, they are.
But she leaves at 4:45 to get the train.
Well, her shoes have not left with her.
Go and check. Gwen?
Is she there?
Gwen, it's gone 7. Should you be at work by now?
Tell her she's missed the train.
Gwen, are you awake?
She's supposed to be in the office by 7:15.
Gwen, dear, you're terribly late. She's tired.
We're all tired. She should be up by 4, out of this house by 5:15. What on the earth is the matter with her? Gwen Samsa!
What time is it? Is that you, dear? You're terribly late.
What's her excuse?
Gwen? Gwen?
Gwen, open the door. I'm coming, I'll be out in a minute. I've had this awful dream. It's all the travelling in the hotels. I can't sleep.
Gwen, open this door.
Her voice isn't normal. I can't understand what she's saying. Gwen, tell us what's wrong.
It's the hotel rooms. I've just caught a chill.
Gwen, this is your father speaking. Open this door immediately. Who could that be?
I don't know.
Don't run after the door, Julie. See who it is.
I have to get up. I have to get up. I can't sit about uselessly.
But you are useless. And you spend another day doing the same old thing. Aren't you tired of it all?
Mr. Samsa, I demand to know what is going on. I'm absolutely disgusted with the form of conduct your daughter is displaying in my company.
Please, Mr. Slade, she must be very ill. You know Gwen, she's a hard-working woman, nothing but business in her mind.
I think you'll find that we business people, luckily or unluckily, just have to overcome illness for business reasons. You'll be ready in a minute, Mr. Slade. Miss Samsa, you've barricaded yourself in your room. I want, for the sake of myself and your family, a reasonable explanation for this. The clerk indicated your neglect concerning a large sum of money a while back. At first I thought nothing of it, but now I see it all. You're completely inept and pig-headed.
And illness is all, Mr. Slade.
Your position at this company is not at all secure. I intended to tell you this privately, but as you're wasting my time like this, I see no reason why it should not come out to the attention of your parents.
A disposition. A slight disease. I'll be quite alright, Mr. Slade.
What did she say to me?
Please, you're upsetting her. Greta, go and fetch a doctor right away. Gwen isn't well, she's delirious, she's not making any sense.
She's making fun of me. Open that damn door or I'll break it down. I'll count to 3.
No, please.
1. Julie, get out of the way.
Please, Mr. Slade.
2. Julie.
Why do you need to apologise to him?
3. That's it, I'm coming in.
Go away!
What was the noise? The doctor will be here soon.
Greta, it'd be best if you go back and tell the doctor that there's nothing he can do. Gwen's just very ill. We can deal with it. But it'd be best if you don't see her for a while. She needs rest.
I'll take my leave now. Goodbye, Mr. Samsa.
What have I done? Oh God, what have I done? I'm so ashamed.
You should be ashamed.
This can't be happening. You're not real.
Of course I'm real. Can't you feel me festering inside your head, eating you alive? I'm you, but a better you. Don't you feel guilty knowing you've abandoned your own family? They were counting on you.
I tried.
Oh, of course you did.
How can you blame me? You can't blame me. I was working myself to death. I never had any friends. How could you have expected me to live a life like that?
We had ambitions until you decided to give up. You used to be so powerful when you provided for them. What happened? Did the stress get too much? Could poor little Gwen not manage it all? Look at yourself. Look!
This isn't happening. This is all in my head.
Dinner!
Hurry up, Greta!
Greta, eat your dinner. Greta, eat your dinner. Greta, please!
Greta, we can't afford to waste food!
Well, this is nice. I added a little extra salt to the potatoes. Makes all the difference, don't you think? Greta, have you practiced for your dental sale next week?
Where's Gwen?
Don't do this today, Greta.
What's wrong with her? Greta, what have you done to her? Greta, please!
You need to appreciate what we do for you. Don't ever talk about that freak again.
Gwen, it's me, Greta. What's going on? Everything's falling apart and nobody will tell me what's happening. Gwen? Can I come in? Oh God, Gwen!
See the fear in her eyes? How does it feel knowing your own sister is afraid of you?
Brought you up some food. We couldn't eat at the table. I'll just put it here for you. I shouldn't be here. I should go.
Look, she can't even stand being in the same room as you.
Greta, please. Please, tell me. Greta, please come back, please!
She isn't coming back. She can't. Why would she want to see the person who's ruined her life, her dreams? She had a chance, a small chance of being happy, becoming a dancer. What can she do now? She'll stop loving you. They all will, eventually.
Greta, please come back. They're my family. They wouldn't just abandon me.
Family means nothing. The only person you can trust to tell you the truth is me.
Leave me alone!
I'm not going anywhere.
Have some meat, Father.
I'm not hungry.
You eat something, Mother.
Oh, I've had all I want. You finished it.
I don't really want it.
Arthur, you have mine.
I don't want any.
Shall we ask her to join us?
What?
Shall we ask her to come and eat with us?
That's an awful idea, Greta.
We don't have time for this mockery. We must discuss our financial position.
Yes, let's talk about money. It will take our mind off everything.
As you know, the collapse of the family business 5 years ago left us with substantial debts. Ever since then, we've been living off Gwen's earnings. Her promotion to travelling salesperson was a welcome relief. She's been earning enough for the whole family to live on.
But now?
The situation is fortunately not as grave as might have been the case. I was able to hold on to small investments after the collapse of the company.
Arthur, you never told us!
These have grown steadily and the dividends remain untouched. I've also been able to put aside a proportion of Gwen's earnings for future needs.
How fantastic! Isn't your father clever, Greta?
But why didn't we use that money to pay off our debts? Then Gwen wouldn't have had to work such long hours.
I chose an alternative strategy, and one which is now bearing fruit. Gwen's condition places the onus on us to find alternative methods of income. This small pot will tide us over until such alternatives are discovered.
But it's enough for us to live on.
In the long term, no. In the long term, we must work.
Work?
Your mother can clean for the neighbours and do their odd jobs. We can get a lodger. I found a respectable gentleman the other day, and you can...
How can Mother work with her lung problem?
Shh!
How can... She can't even do the simplest of domestic tasks. How can Greta sully her soft hands with hard labour? She should be dancing. She should be practicing to escape this misery.
Shut up!
And you, Mother! You haven't worked for 5 years. What work will you find at your age?
Greta, we must stop this racket. I can't stand that noise she makes.
See what you've reduced them to. See what they must become to survive. You are ruining this family.
It's always me dealing with every situation. Neither of you have even looked in on her since this all began.
Stop it! Stop it, both of you!
The money can be invested wisely. You must not work.
We need to shut her up. People will hear, questions will be asked.
I'll go. I'll take some food. Gwen, could you try and cover yourself up? Just while I get used to it. Vegetables from supper. Some more cheese we're going to throw away. And some meat scraps. See what you prefer.
I'm sorry, I can't watch. I've got to turn my back. Why did you dance today? I can't understand you. I wanted you to get from the dance school. I was saving it every week. I find it so hard to understand you. I said, I want you to go to dance school. I want you to practice. Work will just get in the way.
I'm sorry, Gwen, I can't understand.
Greta, I must go to her. I do not understand that I must see her.
She's not well. She's not herself. She might not even recognise you.
She might...
Tell me, when was the last time they remembered to feed you?
They're just busy. They're just busy working.
Now, we mustn't tell lies.
Miss Thatcher was quite rude this morning when I took her ironing over. Treated me like a peasant. I wanted to say to her, my husband had his own business once. If it wasn't for a series of unfortunate events, you would be ironing my linen.
One of the junior bank clerks came up to me saying whilst I was on duty, a real bright spark. Good bloke. Get me a bacon sandwich and a coffee, would you, Sam, sir? Absolutely, sir, I said. And Sam, sir, he said. And then he saluted me. A junior bank clerk saluting me. That's respect, Julie. Respect.
I'm so proud, Arthur. Oh, Greta, did you remember to feed her this morning?
Who? No, I'll do it in a minute.
Do it now, dear.
It's such a bore. Gwen, I'm coming in. I brought you some more food.
I'm a little hungry.
I don't know what you're saying.
I'm a little hungry. I just thought you'd forgot.
How am I supposed to understand all of that?
I know you don't have time for me now. You have to work so hard.
I have no idea what you're saying.
You need support.
You all need support.
Mother's help!
Don't get angry with me. You presume too much, Gwen. I come in here, I feed you when I can, I tidy up after you.
You've given up your dreams because of me. I'm holding you back.
What?
Try to understand. Please, try.
It's all just noise all of the time.
You can understand if you try. Please keep trying.
Just stop it, please.
What's going on?
Oh, God.
Disgusting!
Oh, God, the smell.
The mess!
The smell.
I can't control it, please.
This has got to stop! It has to end!
That's it.
Please don't give up on me.
Too late for that. They haven't seen you in a while. Do you honestly think they still care?
Of course they do. They must do.
You're foolish. Soon you'll see that they don't want you.
Mom?
Must we clear away all of her things? It's like she's died.
No, there's no better left. He's gone.
I'm not gone. I'm still here. Mom. Mom, I'm still here. I'm right here. You can't understand, but I'm still here. They've taken all of my things. Everything. They don't even come and visit anymore. I just feel so alone.
You've still got me. I'm still here.
I can't leave them like this.
Do you
I
not,
have to make it right.
do you not understand? There's no coming back.
Let me go.
You've changed and so have they, forever. Do you not see they were stabbing you in the back every time, make you work day in, day out, squeezing every penny out of you.
This is all
And the moment you lose your worth,
lies.
they forget about you.
This is all lies. This is all in my head.
Then tell me, why have they cleared out your room? Shut you in this hellhole? Only Greta dared bear the sight of you. Where is she now?
She's my sister from the day she was
Where is your precious Greta?
She wouldn't. They
Even now, you refuse to accept the truth. Unbelievable.
Why don't you leave?
Why don't you leave them alone? Look at you. Groveling for attention, trying to make them feel for you, let you back in. Did you really think that would work? You may have eyes, but you do not see.
That'll be him. Greta, go in, let him in. Julie, is the house tidy?
Yeah, I believe so. I tied it this morning.
It better be. We can't afford for any bad impressions. It must go smoothly. Come, stand next to me.
I introduce something nuts.
Pleased to meet your acquaintance, sir. I'm Arthur. This is my wife, Julie.
Lovely to meet you.
And I believe you've already met my beautiful daughter, Greta.
Ah, yes, indeed I have. Oh, so, my bags are outside. Please take them up.
Yes, Mr. Knox. Greta, kindly take my...
Please, Arthur, call me Mason. So, what time am I expecting to eat?
We prepared a meal for your arrival. Please be seated and I'll bring it straight over for you.
Here we are, Mason. Do you require anything else?
No, that'll be all. Please, be seated.
Is everything okay with your meal?
It's okay, yes. Look, I don't suppose you've got any alcohol about the place, do you?
Well, yes, we've got a bottle of whiskey, in fact. I'll just go get it. Here we are.
Excellent. Say, what whiskey is this?
Oh, it's just some old stuff we have in the back. We've been saving it for quite some time.
Yes, well, it's excellent quality. Come on, Arthur, drink up.
So, tell me, Mason, you're not married?
No, I've just never met the right person, you see.
Yes, I understand. Greta, would you kindly come in here, please?
What is it, Father?
Oh, nothing. I just wondered whether you could clear Mason's plate for me.
Oh, that won't be necessary.
It's fine, honestly.
Say, Greta, why didn't you give Mason and I a dance?
Oh no. No, I don't really.
Nonsense, Greta. Come dance for us.
I haven't practiced in quite some time. I'd much rather show him when I practiced a little bit. Would that be okay, Mr. Knox?
Yes, that would be fine. I very much look forward to it. But please, call me Mason.
She really is an excellent dancer, Mason.
Yes, well, we shall see later, won't we?
She loves to learn. I don't know where she gets it from, really. But she's either always reading or always dancing, or she's got her head in a book.
She's a hard worker, then.
Yes, she is. She'd make any man happy.
I can imagine she would. She's a pretty little thing, isn't she?
Well, me and Julie think so, yes.
It's nice to have such a hard-working daughter. I imagine she helps around the house.
You know what, Mason? It is nice to have such a helpful daughter.
I always say, you need to pull your weight in the family. Otherwise, there's just no point.
You know, Mason, you're right. People do need to pull their weight, and they do need to help.
Exactly. Otherwise, they're just taking advantage.
You know, Mason, you're right. I never thought about it, but you're absolutely right. Your mom's afraid of you, you know. She and Greta's still thinking of home. Me? I know the truth. I know exactly what you are. I mean, look at you. Look what you've become. Sitting there whilst we're slaving away, or because you've gone too fucking lally. Do you even care? Do you care that you're putting your family through this hell? Of course you don't, what am I saying? You don't care because you're a freak. Nothing more, nothing less. A crazy, demented freak!
find you. I don't know who you are anymore. Where's my Gwen? What have you done with my little Gwen? I just want back. I want everything to go back to how it used to be. I can't live like this anymore. Back to this Gwen. To your family. To your sister, Greta. I love you, Gwen.
Arthur! What have you said? What have you done?
What have I done? What have I done? You mean what has that thing done? It's ruined us, Julie! It took out Gwen and replaced her with this.
Please, just stop. Please.
Why, Julie? Why should I? You know it to be true just as well as me. It's just I don't pretend. That isn't Gwen anymore. That thing is no longer adult, and Gwen is never coming back to us. The sooner you accept that, the sooner we can move on.
Gwen. I'm sorry.
I don't eat anymore. I don't sleep either. I keep thinking that when that door opens, I'll stride out and take over the family arrangements just as I did 5 years ago. That will never happen. I'm now a stranger in my own head. All I want is for Gwen to be happy. I worked so she could succeed, so she could become a dancer. I don't eat. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve anything.
How are you even living? You haven't eaten since that first week. It's surprising, actually. Shows how long it takes to starve out a cockroach.
Leave me alone.
What was that? Trying to stand up for yourself, are we?
Please, just stop. Just stop. You've done enough.
Oh, boo-hoo. Poor little Gwen. I'm not finished yet.
What you do, Gwen? Try me a little. I'll back to pick up later.
See how the lodger stuffs himself? He gorges on the food that your family worked so hard to earn. Do you feel no guilt?
Can I have you anything else, Mason? Tea, coffee, scones, jam, toast?
Black coffee, 1 sugar, please.
Yes, of course.
Perhaps the gentleman finds the music unpleasant. I can ask you to turn it off.
It can be stopped immediately.
On the contrary, might the young lady want to come in here and dance where it's somewhat less awkward?
Oh, yes, of course. Greta! Greta, do come and dance in here for Mason. He's so eager to sing. Come on.
Don't go out there.
I have to. The lodger did not see it or feel it. He was unimpressed. But I felt sorrow in those notes. Her movements. The hope, the longing for change. I needed to tell her to come into my room and do her recital in there, as no one here valued it as much as I do. Am I at least, or am
Mr. Sumter! What is that thing?
She's just ill, is all.
I hereby declare that I would like to immediately cancel my room. I will pay nothing for the nights in which I have stayed here. On the contrary, I will consider whether or not I will initiate some sort of action against you, which, believe me, will be very easy to establish. What is that thing? I cannot tell you, but it is unnatural. I hope never to see you people again.
Look what you've done. We can't go on like this. We have tried what is humanly possible to look after her and be patient. Oh, please. Shh.
Child, what should we do?
I know it's killing you.
Must be gotten rid of. She, that thing over there, is no longer our beloved daughter. The fact that we've believed it for so long is our misfortune. If she had gone away, we'd no longer have this shell plague us. We could have honoured her memory.
I'm writing you this letter to tell you that it's too hard. Living half beast, half woman. It hurt too much. I want to disappear even more than Greta wants me to. I love them, I just want them safe. Wordless agony, interrupted by my silent screams. A hell which pervades my hazy nerves, my dislocated mind.